Alrighty, okay, I'm gonna start this over here. I kinda started this and I realized, I'm gonna change it. So, today we're gonna actually show you how to make puzzles, somewhat intricate puzzles. What we're going to do is, basically, puzzles are simple and easy to do. Simple and easy puzzles. Puzzles that are a little bit harder to do. We're gonna show you how to make a puzzle that is intricate for this dungeon that we made. Now, I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves today. If you do, hit that subscribe, hit that like button. Now, right now, what I need to do is, no, it needs to be step backward and delete that and preview. Oh, so it's stepping backward that way when it should be. It's showing you that it's stepping backward. If it can't move. Basically it's showing that, but you're coming this way and not that way. So I'm wondering if we'll see how this goes. Okay. And then basically when you have that computer A switch, it will stop that apply. So we're going to hit copy this. We're going to hit Control V here on both of those. And we'll hit Control V here as well. Okay. This is going to be changed to computer switch B. Okay. This will make it, we could have just copied it by one. No, Control C, Control B, Control B. And just make sure that it is B and not. Okay. So, because what we're doing here is I kind of, in the previous episode, I actually kind of worked on this on the outside of this. I showed you guys how to make a double door, that I didn't record. So basically, in order to make this double door, all you have to do is you make your door like you normally would, but then I have it set up so that it goes like this. And what I would do is it would transfer the player, but so yeah, so it'll basically do that. But that's how you can make double doors in this. But we're kind of making something where it's like a computer eyes, where you have this. So now we're going to copy you and we're going to paste you. We're going to change this button. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to say that we need a new events page. This events page, okay, we need to go down to Sci-Fi Switch 1 again and make it seem like that it's been pressed. When this button is pressed in, okay, it will allow for the content of new. So now we need to set this up to where we can show the, we need to say that when you control this, it'll control switch. We want to say, okay, we're doing this one computer A. Okay, so then this is going to control self switch. We're going to say computer A. Okay, so that means when the switch is on, this will mean that it's been pushed in. This is going to be also switch computer B. In new event page. Okay. When you come in and touch this, it'll act as if the switch B gets here. So it works just fine there. So that's how we create the dungeon going this way, how we're creating it. Now, you want to be able to get in here, but as you know, we can hit Control 1 here and kind of move people back to Factory B out to here. Okay? So that you can come back in that way. This one here, we'll hit Control 1. This will allow you to go back this way. So we're showing you how to create a puzzle to get in here. Now this is the boss area of the first one. So this is going to be kind of both a mix in here. So, and then we got that here as well. So it seems as if that it looks like it's 4 there, but then it's 2 here. It's because this looks like it's up above, and it's got that 2 there, and it's kind of, basically we could have this set up and look like that. Let's do that. Let's make this seem like that it's up higher, up a little bit higher, like it's a little bit higher up here. So let's go back over. I did want to change this up a little bit. Let's go over here to A. The stairs, okay. And then we have to go back to B. I believe it's in B or it's in C, one of the two. Because I don't remember where they store this, because it's like a lot of times, like I built this based off of a plant that I was originally going to use, and then I decided not to. These are basically like support beams, but we could easily remove them as a support beam, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just make this a little bit better. And then we'll just take this and we'll put U there as well, and make it seem like that you're going upward, okay? That you're going up flights of stairs. So that way when you look at it, people are going to say that it's, hey, this is what it looks like, this is that you're going in, and that you can't go through. Now, when I said this, I said that we're going to be reducing health and you have to step backwards. I don't know if that's going to mean that we step backwards this way or back that way. It's basically, if we step back, so we touch this, it'll step back by 1. I made it step back by 2. So that way we can see how this goes. Now, we're also trying to make it so that you have, remember how I said when I created the dungeon in that first one, how all 3 of these are locked? We're going to make it so that you have to go and search for keys. For keys to be able to get in. You have to search for key 1, key 2, and key 3. Now, we have some nice nifty little places that we can place keys. We can place keys like right here. We can say, we can make this where we look at this, we go down here, okay, because we have this machine here, if I'm not mistaken, there's a machine here, and I have to remember what it at. Because I remember that it's here. It's right here is where that would be considered. So I'm gonna cancel this because I don't think so. So we are gonna try to place it where it's kind of like playing whack-a-chest. Basically, we'll place them in chests, and we'll place like these doors, like you can come in, like these containers will be your clue. You can make these containers seem like that there's a clue to them. So let's do that. Let's create a new. Or do we, let me see, what do we have in computer A? Just to make it seem a little bit different here. Because we could always have, like, it doesn't have to be easy. It doesn't need to be easy, but it also doesn't need to be hard. So, we could always have like a chest that you're allowed to open up one, but you can't get in. You can only open up, there's a chest in here already. Like we can say, okay, let's do control 3. Let's say that we get this item, okay? These are reserved items. We're going to focus on if we got reserved, okay? We're going to say that we only need 3 keys for this room. And when you use the key will be, you will lose the key. So if you don't have that item, the door will become locked and you can't go back in. So if you go in, you can't come out. Okay? So let's do that. So let's say that that's key. Let's say that we have this. So let's go to items. Let's go to our resource manager. No, not resource manager. Close. No, let's go over to our database. Sorry. Let's go to items, and we're going to say, we'll just put caps lock red key. Okay. It's a red. Actually, let's do red. Let's do red code. This means the red. Let's do it red card. Let's just call it red card. When you use the red card, it eats. It's like you put it in, okay, and it eats the card. Like it'll put it in, you can't get it back. It's put back into the machine, and in order to obtain it, you have to go and get another one because you can't get access. So we'll use the red card. So we'll hit apply and we'll hit OK. So and then we will So then when we go over here to computer room 1A, we're gonna say that we have this door here. We're gonna copy. We're gonna paste this, and we're going to delete this. I'm wondering. This card changes to the event. Let me create a new door. Let me hit Control 3. No, hit Control. Let me hit Control 2. And then we'll hit OK. And then we'll follow this, and we'll just let's take this and we'll go hit Control C. Okay. And delete you. And then we'll say we'll edit this, and then we'll copy paste, and we'll just delete this and make it no. Okay, so that means we're gonna hit apply, hit OK, hit Control 1. I don't think I copied it. Hit OK, and then we'll hit edit here, and then we'll go over here and hit Control V. Yes, thank you. And then we'll delete you. Okay. Now this is gonna basically say that if you have the item red card, which when you place this, it'll activate the door, but we're going to add something into this where we're going to say change items to decrease the item red card. Okay, and then we're going to say new. Okay, play, and then we're going to have it basically and then we'll change. We need to find the SE sound. Play SE. Okay, we'll leave the electrocardiogram. Now it'll say please insert red card. Okay, please insert red card. And then if you have it actually we can even do this. We can say hit Control C. Let's change this. Let's show you guys how to do a little bit of it says please insert red card. it says please insert red card. And then it'll ask you, and we can say show choices. So we'll say yes, insert red card, yes, no. Okay. No, it will basically, because you got the UNR troops here, they are here, but you're, so then when you hit yes, let's add this. So let's say conditional branch. Item. Red card. If party has red card, okay, if party has red card 1, okay, conditional branch, create an else branch. If, no, okay, we need to actually change, no, let's clear this out right there. Create an else branch. Else, and then we can say, show text, no, need red card. Okay, need red card. So, basically it'll say that, no, it's basically when you say no, it won't do nothing. So, and it'll say else need red card. So if the player has red card, change items red card 1. If not, it says need red card. So if you have it, it'll just do that. So now we can hit OK, and then it will basically follow that. Now if we can delete that, and it won't require that item. It'll change the item if it has it there. It'll play it will say please insert red card. It'll just say reading. And then it will reading, and then it'll change that, and then it'll play new card red now destroyed. Okay, card red now destroyed. So you can only access, so it'll say, remember, it says please insert red card. It'll say reading card now destroyed. It says cardogram. Okay, we might change that chest to be like a printer, to where you can go get the card. You have to get the card from there to print. Okay, you can print the red card like or something. And then I'll say electrocardiogram, and then says card red now destroyed. So basically reading, and then it will add a wait time to it, so that it shows that your wait. It'll add a 25-second wait time, half that. Do that there. Then it'll change items. Red card -1. Play as the card red now destroyed. And then it'll do new. And then we're gonna basically say SE1 open. We'll actually add a wait time of 5 seconds here. After that, give it some time to do it. So that way, now when you go over here to 1, to this chest, we can say that this is there, and then when it's empty, it says red card red card was found. Okay. So now this is going to basically saying that red card found. Now this chest here, okay, and then we're also going to we're going to copy this chest. We're going to hit paste. We're going to basically say hit edit. We're going to actually, if we do click, let's click on the view of it. Let's change the, so if we look at this and we say, okay, we look at the view, you're gonna already be there at this front right there. So when we look at it, you're gonna have another chest. We're gonna actually copy this chest and we're gonna paste you there and delete you. Okay. This chest here is gonna create the red card, but it's going to be self switch A on. Basically, it's not. It's actually going to have this switch that's going to basically say, it's going to have treasure red A. Okay, we're treasure red A. I'll know what it means. It'll basically say that's there. Now, what it can also do is we're going to copy paste this and we're going to say trouser red B. Okay, so this means that when it hits trouser red, that it's going to be basically when you hit that, it's going to apply that. Okay, then this is going to edit. We're going to take this and we're going to say trouser red A. This one here, we need to change that to B just so that it makes it much more viable. Okay, we're going to hit apply. Okay, this will say B, and when B happens, it will end up putting it as an A. So it'll allow for the chest to be open when you get that chest. It'll reset itself. So then when you say it says control switch A, okay, this is where we need to get rid of the self switch. And this is where you can get constant, where the red cards are produced in this way. It makes it so that there's a challenge hidden that you can find these, but it makes it so that the challenge, when you obtain a red card, it will open up, and you'll have to, when you obtain something. So let's go control switch A. So when you access this, it'll say A on, which then it will go in. We're also going to say control switch B, okay, off, just so that it doesn't, and we'll actually set that down, hit copy. We're just going to move that down there, so that way then it's at the end of the line, instead of at the, whoops, hit control. We need new. If you mess up something, you can change items, red card A1 right there, and clear you out, and it will set it up like so. That way you can only, and then if the player already has, okay, if the player, when they collect the red card, it will automatically rotate this around. If the red card, only if they have the item red card, the chests will always, as you can see, it's red A. This one here needs to be reset to B. And then it'll just copy and paste if the player already has the item red card. It'll already show up as that if it already is there. So that means it'll have it be on. But, well, no, let's just follow this. Let's clear this, delete that event page, so that it will access that. and you can still obtain a red card, but because you can always obtain a red card because there's unlimited, it's destroyed, so you can get unlimited 99 red cards or whatnot. And then basically it'll access those, and we'll show you guys how we're gonna create. Now we're gonna have a couple other chests lying around in here. We'll create one. We'll create a chest. We'll create one here. This one's gonna be control 3. This one's gonna be red cancel. So now we need to, let's go back into our tools. We need to create, let's create the yellow card and the green card. Okay, so the yellow and the green card. This is basically, these are going to be key items, and these don't have anything geared towards them. So these are just key items, and they're not going to be notified. So basically that's the kind of thing there. So now what we're going to do is now this one will only pop up. Okay, no, we're going to basically create a new, yes, discard changes. We're going to create control 3. This one we're going to pop up as like they have, that's an old chest there. This one, oh, we could easily, since that's, let's go with this one with the yellow one. Let's do a yellow one here. Okay, this will be for the yellow card. Okay, this is basically, and it says yellow card was found. When only the teaser switch A is found, this one will show up. So when you get this one here will show up only when this one. So we're going to change you. We're going to go to sci-fi chest. We're going to go with, this is the red one. Okay. This one's also going to be that same red chest in the middle. And this one's going to be the sci-fi chest. There. Okay. So that way, when you go in, it's yellow. And then this one, we're going to edit. We're going to follow the same way. So this chest won't show up. And this chest will not show up without it. So the yellow one shows up here. Okay, the yellow one will show up there. Now, the yellow chest and now we're going to show, so basically when you open this one up, this one will show up as well, but this one will also, we could actually, let's copy over there, let's hit Control C, and then I'll hit Control V there, and then I'll hit Control C with this one, delete you, and hit Control V there. Bring up the red ones there. The yellow one will only show up after you've obtained the red one. So you can't get them as often. So when this shows up, that one will reset back and you have to obtain another red one here. So you can't obtain a second yellow one without obtaining a red one in the first place. So now the red one, now we're going to create one. Now we're going to create another chest here. Okay. This chest is going to be this. Now we're going to hit cancel. Yes, we're going to create control. Okay, so this basically follows that, and then teaser A. If those, it doesn't pop up. This won't pop up until you've hit the first one. Just because of that. And then, and then when you come down here, we're going to hit Control 3. This one's going to be that green card. Okay? And then it's going to show up as the green card. Okay? And then we're going to edit this. This one will only show up as if it's the A is found on, and then it's going to be the opposite. So it's going to be the opposite. So you won't see this here show up as that. So now let's test this. Okay. Now we only have the red card. Oh wait, let's. Let's go over here to the factory 1B. This one requires, please insert red card. Okay. We're going to basically take and we're going to copy now let's just hit Control copy, delete, hit Control V, delete, hit Control V. Okay. We're making this one seem, this is the yellow one, so please insert red card. Okay, yellow card. Here comes the yellow sign. So if player has yellow card, okay, it'll do that. Need, and then this one will say yellow card. Okay. Now I'm not naming, I'm just doing this real quick so that we can get this yellow card. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing here, except this one's going to be green card. Then basically we have to say decrease the green card there, green card here, hit apply, hit OK, and then that's fine there, so it's decreasing the yellow card as expected. Okay, so that means we now should be able to have the yellow cards going through, the cards being set up properly. So let's test this. Okay. I'm going to move my mouse out of the way. Now I have set up this as the full thing so we could just get there quicker. Okay, this entranceway is going to look this way, but we might change it. I might change it later on. And yes, I did miss a 10. I did miss a 10 there because all we're doing is we're just going in and doing some testing. I haven't changed the ring. So when you click on this, the red card was found. Now, now as you can see, it didn't work as intended. Please insert yellow card. Need yellow card. So it didn't work as intended. If we say please insert red card reading, card red, now destroyed. Okay. Now we have to quit to title. Okay, because what it's supposed to do is we need to go back over here. It did not, if I repeat, it did not show up. It did not set up to read A. So we gotta now set this up to read A, and then we can change items. No. It's gotta read control switch A. On. Instead of it's got that self switch. We can delete the self switch, and we can do it either way. However, I like it when okay, can we? I'm just gonna do it there for this one. I'm just to make it see if it's better that way. That'll help that read. Then we gotta go back to the computer room, and we gotta edit this. So we gotta change when it says same as characters upon player touch. So this one basically just says computer A. So all we have to do now is let's just clear out those two and hit Control C and Control V on those two. And then, nope, this one will also be the same as characters upon player touch. And then we'll delete YouTube there. Then we need to hit Control C, Control V, Control V. Now, when we go in here, we need to make sure that when it says that the player's not going to be jumping, transferring to that room, they need to be transferring to this room here. Okay. This one here needs to be transferring over to that room there. Because remember, you got to make sure that when you copy things over, that you got to change these things as you go. And hit OK, hit apply, hit OK. And it means that you have to go back in there. So if you happen to miss something, you're going to have to go back and walk back and grab everything. It's tedious. And it's one of those puzzles that's very tedious at doing this. I'm not grabbing it. I'm just going as fast as I can to get to the end of the... Read card. It's actually a red card, but... Okay. So we got the red card just fine. So the way that it goes is that there's supposed to be like these chests, and it didn't open properly. As you can see, some people got killed after it. So you touch it, you can get killed, but it shouldn't be constant. It should be when you touch it. And stuff. But it didn't. What I did want is when you go to factory A, it didn't show this one up because unfortunately we set it to transfer red, and it should be A, and it should be swapped the other way. So that when it does show this, that it comes in here, And then this one, when we do it, it needs to go and say new control switch. It's teaser B on, and then control switch A off. Now, what it's going to do is that when that comes to B, that's going to get reset like so. It's going to basically, it does this. And then, so basically that's what it's supposed to do is A is control switch A. And it might be that we need to set it here. No, we don't need to set it there. It might be that it's only control switches and it's not just doing self switch. Because here it's, when you access it, it'll control self switch A, when this needs to be new control self switch B, and then kind of thing. So we need to copy, paste, delete, and then we'll do new control self switch A off. Basically, it's going to do this where it'll switch it to self control A, and then it'll go B on, A off, and so forth. It'll continue to keep going. So we can do this as self-test. We can just say no, because we have it set to. So let's just get this going. We can save at any point throughout the game's life cycle. So I will probably save here just to make it so we don't have to go all the way back through. So I'll do this so that we can make sure that we test everything as we go through. Savings, you can delete your saves if you want to. Start from the very beginning. I wouldn't. Okay. Let's do a secondary save here. Okay, so that when you touch this red card, read. It should be red. Card was found. Okay, we're going to try to escape. Okay, so the yellow card showed, the yellow one showed up, which is great. The card was found. Now it's gone again. It shouldn't be. Then the green card was found. Now we have all of the cards. Now we should be able to. Please insert yellow card. Reading. Okay. That one got away from us, but this one didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. And we're going to fix that yellow one because we're doing testing as I go. I test as we go. So this one, basically, it says be on, which it's supposed to go here. But it didn't. It didn't show up. So we have to turn off self switch A as well. That way it turns itself off, and then, it'll work. It'll work out in the long run. And then now we got to go back to the computer room. Okay, this is supposed to be a pawn. It's basically supposed to turn on computer B. So, control switches, computer B. Okay, so now it should be working just properly, just fine now. Which means that yes, I'm going to be going out of places that I shouldn't be. Okay, we're just testing these, just to make sure that these events work just fine. Now I received the yellow card. The green card was now red. Okay, textual things. Please insert yellow card, reading, card now destroyed. Okay, so that's gone. Now we could easily have gone through and done testing, but we're testing all the doors. Please insert green card, reading. Okay. Card read now destroyed. It should be card green. I didn't put any enemies in here yet because I was doing some testing. And now you should be able to get in here, no problem. No enemies are set in here currently. We could just have it set to where it doesn't flicker or move. We could just have it set up to go through, and then just have it where it gathers, where it just goes through and gathers the followers. And then the boss will be sitting right there. Right there, having the boss. So that's how that works just fine. And we're gonna go to title. I'll continue here. Okay. Now let's go test. Now let's test. Please insert red card. Need red card. Okay. Now this one should also say, please insert yellow card. Need yellow card. That's fine. Please insert green card. Green card needed. Now let's say we only gather. Let's say we only gather that card. Okay, and the green one doesn't show up. Please insert red card. Say reading red card. Now we enter in. We can't go through. And then now we've lost the red card. Let's please insert red card. So red card's gone. So now we don't have that red card, and we need to grab the red card. I didn't want to get into any battles here. So red card was found. Okay. So now we'll have to probably that one to reset it. We could have, and then we grab them. So yeah, it's not the perfect end to be all. We could easily, instead of having it be where you grab the red card, and let's do this. So let's make this where we don't need you. Let's delete you. Okay. Maybe we take a look at this and we say, okay, when B happens, it'll go here. But when you don't have that red card, what it is basically, so it's going to hit this. and then it goes up. Then you have to go and hit this one, but this one says if it's not on B, if B is on, you have to come over here. But then when you click on this one here and you say, okay, you grab this, it goes into red A. So it'll automatically say that it goes there. So it should be on this one first and then hit these two. So when it switches, it should be switching over here. It should automatically, when you grab it, it doesn't. It grabs as if you grab this, it just turns to A. And then it'll automatically go open the chest. We need to have something to where when it goes through this, it'll also say that it turns on that A. We'll just leave it the way it is, and it will be like a bug, like a bug that they have in the system. They have to come down here. It actually, hold on, when you grab this, it actually goes to here immediately. Effective immediately. So it goes here, and then it turns on A. So then it goes to A. So when it turns on A, this should be B. This should be B, because then this should go to A. And then this should go to B. And then that says A already A on. This over here should only show up if A is turned on. So that when A turns on,